All the AI in the world will not make me feel comfortable in such events, so please excuse me if I get stuck a bit. I'm Georgi, and I'm a delivery and engineering manager in Cloud Office. Today, we are all in AI Masterclass, and I was kind of surprised or not, but a big part of all the topics that we present in front of you are very common. I'm going to focus on Gemini models and especially Gemini Code Assist, which is a AI tool tailor-made for your development teams to enhance their productivity. So I'll keep it a bit lighter on the presentation side. So the last years, sorry guys, yeah. The last years, the AI tools really had become influential in our path. They completely changed the way we work. Me personally, in our company, we use Google Workspace. And I use Gemini integrated with my mail, with the files in my Google Drive, with sheets and slides. And it's really exciting to see how tasks which were taking maybe 20–25% of my time, completely became insignificant in my calendar. I have much more time to focus on the important things. And a lot of software developers and cloud engineers are very often on the forehead of the technical adoption. They added AI tools in their tech stacks last years and used them to enhance their productivity and to be more efficient in bug fixing. However, the predictions for Forrester researcher is that the AI hype from the last year, 2023, will recede, and we're gonna enter in the next months into a more practical execution of the AI and adoption. This adoption will impact a lot of industries. Generative AI is about to unleash a huge impact on the global economy. McKinsey estimated that around $4 trillion of value can be added using generative AI. This is split around 63 use cases, and 75% of these use cases actually are in 4 areas. This is the customer operations, marketing, and sales, software engineering, and research and development. So you're not only going to be more productive, but you're going to also lower your cost. So this 4 trillion is both for bigger revenues and lower cost of your services. Your support maybe will not need 3,000 people in future. Much less people will be required to support your customers. Your marketing campaigns will be, you will need lower time to create a campaign, and your campaign will be much more impactful with your clients. The same is for the developers. Developers are going to be much more productive in the next years. Yes, improving software development process is not an easy task. However, it's very beneficial. It's often a big cost in your company. And improving the scale of your R&D unit, the expertise, the cost, actually leads to impacting your business. But in order to measure the impact of the AI, you need to have a pretty mature delivery framework. You need to measure to know what is your baseline and what is your performance, and in order to understand how the AI changed the productivity of your units. In our unit, me being a delivery manager and a director, in our organization we are measuring the performance of each engineer. And adopting Google Gemini Code Assist actually gave us between 20 and 25% of productivity increase in our unit, which is really allows us to invest more into business growth and put us in a very competitive advantage against our competitors. But yeah, as we are speaking more about how our devs are working, let me take you a bit back into time, how we were solving problems back in the 90s. If you're a developer and imagine you need to solve a problem, you need to calculate the distance between two geographical points. How are you gonna do that if you're not a geography teacher or scientist? You need to find the big books, you need to search for the information, you need to find it, analyze it, and then create an algorithm that solves the problem. It's very slow process with moderate accuracy because it's hard to find the data that will solve your problem. As the internet evolved and Google appeared, the search engines, we enhanced the way we work with data, how we find data, how we solve problems. We fastly can find information. However, the problem is that very often the information wasn't accurate enough and wasn't useful for us. So again, and completely no personalization there was for the developers. Fast forward to 2008 and platforms like Stack Overflow became available. These forums are tailor-made for specific domains like software development. There people, engineers can pose questions, interact with different experts and find the exact solution for the technical challenges that they need to solve. However, maybe some of you tried to find data in such forums. Very often it's very time-consuming. You can find the exact solution very often, but in order to find it, sometimes you need to spend a couple of hours. And in late 2022, actually, the large language models appeared. It was a big hype. They provide very fast response. Very often, the accuracy of the response was correct, which is great. And they helped the productivity and a lot of aspects of our work. However, there was a lack of seamless integration back then. So your team, even though was using these third-party solutions, couldn't integrate the responses into their development workflow, and it was, again, pretty hard for them. The user experience was pretty bad. And one of the common factors of all of these technological breakdowns is that they weren't adopted at once from all the companies. Companies that adopted the new technologies fastly, for sure, had a competitive advantage before their competition. And as the excitement around the AI tools settles, the companies, and especially enterprises, started asking questions, crucial questions, actually. When we use the large language models, where our data goes, is it secure? How is our data used by third-party vendors? Is the response of the AI correct or not? So these concerns are especially valid when the prompts, when the data you enter in these tools is your intellectual property. And if you lose it, you might have serious problems. So many companies created security policies and regulations how the AI is going to be used in the company. And even some of them prevented usage of AI tools for their engineering. There's also one more issue using the first version of the large language models. It's the context awareness. The tool didn't have any context of your business case, of your architecture, of the maturity of your expertise of your team, of your processes, and the answers weren't tailor-made and relevant for the company. So here comes the Gemini. It was released in the beginning of this year, or the end of the last one. It consumes, actually it's Gemini Code Assist is the tool. It consumes Gemini models provided by Google. And it's directly integrated in the development environment of our dev team and of your dev teams if you decide to use this tool. It offers features like automatic code generation, code completion, and even natural language chat where you can ask him to create some certain features based on your code base. One more thing, it has productivity, but also it's very secure focused. I will cover this in the next slide. One of the key advantages of Gemini is that it can integrate with a lot of development environments and around 20 programmable languages. So it can work with JetBrains, with Visual Studio Code. It can be integrated also with Cloud Shell Editor, and etc. And also supports Java, JavaScript, Python, Go, and SQL. So it really seamlessly can be integrated into the work of your team. And of course, with the AI tools, the privacy is a big problem. All of my colleagues before me mentioned this and covered this topic. And this is addressed by Google directly into the tool. Their data governance policy ensures that the customer retains in full controls and ownership of their intellectual property, and the data doesn't go and it's not used to train other models. For enterprise, this is actually Gemini Code Assist has some features that are still in preview mode. We use them in our company, but they are going to make the change, and actually they are going to trigger the adoption of this tool in the development teams. The code customization capability allows Gemini Code Assist to tailor-made, actually organizations to tailor-made the usage of Gemini Code Assist into their solution. It works with the private code base of the company, so you can import your repositories inside it, you can import your knowledge base, and all the generated data from the tool is going to follow your coding standards, your architecture, your tech stack. So all also one more thing, it's gonna analyze real time. It's analyzing actually the code produced by your team and directly prompts for code reusage. So if the tool sees that the code that your engineer is producing is available somewhere else in the code base of the company, it comes with a prompt. You can reuse this code, and which leads to really efficient work of your dev team. All right, sorry. Okay, another pretty cool feature is the full code awareness, and it's used when you need to make big scale changes in your system. Big scale changes is often connected to making refactoring of your code, changing version of a core library or architecture. It's the most unpleasant tasks for the engineering team. So with a single prompt, you can execute refactoring, big part of the refactoring, and do mass update in your code. This again keeps productivity high, but for me as a manager of my team, keeps their motivation high, because this is also a big problem. We need to stay efficient, but putting a team in 6 months refactoring projects, it really raises the risk of people leaving your company. So I really really excited that I'll be able to use this feature in the future. All right, speaking about, until now I was speaking mainly about developers, but actually working in a cloud environment, it's important, and actually utilizing the cloud, you must use infrastructure as a code. And Gemini Code Assist actually supports Terraform and can be used from your DevOps team. So they can easily use it to keep up with Google best practices in their infrastructure. Also, as being a Google Cloud product, it has complete awareness of Google Cloud Platform, and your team can use it to optimize the usage of your cloud services and optimize the performance and the cost of your cloud. So, how we adopt an AI tool? My colleague from KPMG said they don't always use the top-down approach. And again, this answer is the answer of these questions is depends on the size of the company and the process inside it, and etc. However, in small startup size companies to scale up, the process is not very different from integrating AI platform than integrating any other tool. For sure, from my experience, top-down approach is something that we recommend. That's how we did it in our company. We tried before that to push the people to use the models without the focus of the leadership, and we failed. There were a couple of enthusiasts, but there's always this sort of architect that says, I know everything, I don't want to use AI, and etc. So you need the support of the leadership in the company and the management in order to integrate it correctly in the different units of your company. As I mentioned, this is a process, and in Cloud Office, being a Google Cloud Premier partner, we have designed together with our colleagues from Google a framework for adoption Gemini, the different Gemini models, especially Code Assist. This framework looks pretty good. We start with a discovery session with your team, with different stakeholders, tech stakeholders, business stakeholders. We define the tech stack of the company, the processes, the expertise of the team in these 1 to 30-minute sessions, which enables us to collect information and design and fine-tune the adoption framework to your need and to your team. After that, we have a demo session with the team and enablement actually of the tool in your ecosystem and development environment. And we spent in this demo session some time to show use cases directly in your solution with your team. And next step is maybe the most important, because very often we have great plans, but we fail on execution level. If we don't follow up on the progress, and if we don't have goals and KPIs to measure the success, and if we don't manage the process, very often it fails. So in the next 2 to 4 weeks after the demo sessions, it's very important to have weekly sessions with the team to see their progress, to address the issues they have. They will have issues and they will have questions, but most of those are addressable. You need to show them that this works for them. It will not take their work. It will make them more productive. So you can do this. You must do those weekly catch-ups with the team, and in a matter of 4 to 6 weeks, after solving their first business problems, after being a bit pushed to adopt the tool, we see the first changes and the first hype inside the team that they can be more productive using AI tools. So, in conclusion, the AI tools are not just to ease up the development. We spoke about the development, but the impact of all of these tools actually brings direct business value for all businesses. And for those of you of us that are worried that the AI tools will take our jobs, most probably this will not happen in near future, but the chance of developers that use AI tools to take the place of developers that don't use them is big. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you. This is the QR code. You can use it to ask some questions, and we have already some waiting. So, do you think that as AI is getting smarter, people's analytical skills are getting worse, and this might impact human decision-making in the next 5 to 10 years?
For sure there will be impact. However, we gonna start by using the AI to remove the more operational tasks, the tasks that require the big analysis of data. So the analytic, at the moment at least, is a big part. The analytic should be done in the engineer. They should be focused. They should review the code. They should analyze if this is efficient enough, if it suits their needs. So AI will help, but for sure, the creativity and the analysis will stay in the human.
Next question is, did you use AI to prepare the presentation materials for today?
I tried, but actually, the presentation itself, not, because I kept it pretty simple. We use AI very often when you need to have more creative presentation in internal meetings often, because we are engineers and I don't do much creative presentations. However, internally in our company, we do have such, and having Gemini integrated in Google Slides is really amazing, guys. Before, when I wanted to make a speech in front of my team and I wanted to make a joke, to integrate some meme or a picture in the slide, I was wasting hours to find the correct image that I want to use. Now I just ask Gemini to create an image of a giraffe wearing a hat, and it does it for me. With a couple of more prompts, I make it to look the way I want. So it really helps in Google Slides. I'm really excited to be able to use it in this presentation. No, I just parsed part of my speaker notes in it, but I didn't stick to them too much.
So businesses nowadays use AI not only for content creation or problem solving, but also meme creation. That's interesting to know.
Yeah.
Yes. We have another question. Which are the advantages of your product compared to Copilot and other AI assistants?
The biggest advantage, if you're in the Google ecosystem, if you use Google Cloud, Google Workspace, then everything is seamlessly integrated. The AI works with all the tools that you're going to use in your day-to-day job. So this is the biggest advantage.
What is an interesting business case that you solved with Gemini for a customer?
The business cases that at the moment we work in two directions. Mostly we work with call centers, and we help them with the sentiment analysis a lot. So we raised the monitoring on the quality of their support services to 100%, which was not possible. It was a big waste of resources to monitor the quality of their support services. This is one of the biggest use cases. Also, we work in insurance, and we are automating different processes in the insurance business, so using Gemini.
And what is a use case that you've experienced or acquired that in the beginning you didn't think maybe it can be solved using Gemini or AI, but at the end it turned out that that's the best solution for it? Was there something that shocked you or surprised you, or it was rather unexpected for you?
It's hard for me to tell.